Hello Blockchain Nation, hello YouTube. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that you can get weekly notifications whenever I release videos. And for those who watch on a consistent basis, I want to say a big thank you. You are far indeed too kind. So I always like to say that these are just basically my opinions, and everything you see on this channel, I do not give financial advice. I just give you what works for me and my own input in this blockchain field, and I hope you find value in the things that I share. So breaking news in cryptocurrency. A couple of things have happened this year in the cryptocurrency space that I think are worth mentioning and discussing. So here are just a couple of things that I think we should highlight if you're looking in this industry, and even if you're not, if you're new to this industry, these are also things that are, in my opinion, very relevant, and they are going to change the way the world looks at cryptocurrencies, and also they are ultimately going to affect mass adoption of cryptocurrencies, in my personal opinion. Now, number one, the first thing is that the OCC can now hold, or the OCC has allowed banks to hold cryptocurrencies on behalf of their customers, and that is huge. I did a video previously on banning Bitcoin, where I mentioned how whether or not Bitcoin was regulated. One of those authorities that I mentioned was the OCC, which is the Office of the Controller of the Currency. What they do is they really have oversight over banks, and they issue licenses to banks. And the OCC has now said that banks can hold cryptocurrency assets on behalf of their customers. Now, when you have a government organization saying it is okay for banks to hold cryptocurrency, then that is just absolutely huge. This is one step closer to Bitcoin getting mass adoption and just becoming a household name. And if it is happening here in the United States, then it's just a matter of time for the rest of the world to follow. So this is a big announcement. This is definitely going to change the scope of things, of how people look at cryptocurrencies, in my personal opinion. The second thing is that Bitcoin reached a high of $11,000. Actually went over 11K this year. So I don't know what the price is going to be when you're watching this, but at the time I'm recording this video, this is the highest that Bitcoin has been this year. Just before the coronavirus pandemic, sometime in March, it fluctuated around $3,000, and now it is over $11,000, which is very exciting. So that's something that's exciting about to look that's happened to crypto, well, specifically to Bitcoin this year. The third is that the DeFi markets are now over $4 billion. So DeFi stands for distributed finance, the decentralized finance. It's just basically a model which I'll eventually explain. I'll do a video about, but it just allows people to do lending using crypto assets. So the United States and different parts of the world, when people want to make loans, you have to have a high credit score and the likes, but this allows people to have access to finance and to loans without necessarily using the traditional credit system, which is really great. It gives more people the opportunity to access loans, and it's a decentralized, permissionless, arguably, and also a transparent, open network where anyone can participate, which is really cool. But anyways, the DeFi market is now locked down at $4 billion, which is absolutely insane. That's just so exciting. All right, number 4, MasterCard expands cryptocurrency program for crypto card issuers. I have this here. So MasterCard, which is one of the largest payment networks in the world, is now reaching out to cryptocurrency firms and encouraging them to apply to become partners as part of its newly expanded cryptocurrency card program. So I think one of the first players in terms of merchant space in cryptocurrency was a company called BitPay. I had a card for BitPay, which allows you to actually use your debit card to buy and sell stuff using your cryptocurrency. So imagine having a debit card that allows you to buy stuff ultimately with your crypto, which is very exciting. And I think this Visa is what BitPay was backed by. So MasterCard is getting into that business as well. And if you have a huge payment network like MasterCard getting involved, then that's also one step closer to mass adoption, which takes me to my next point, which is Visa lays out a platform for integrating more crypto wallets. Yes, and here we are. So Visa, this is actually the Visa website, and allowing you to integrate digital wallets, which is really exciting as well. So for merchants who integrate with the Visa checkout token, so basically it does pretty much what I was talking about earlier on, same concept with BitPay. And Visa was one of the very first people to integrate with BitPay so that you can actually make payments with your crypto. So now you can imagine integrating Visa to your crypto wallet where you can have your crypto assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and likes, and you can make payments, you can buy stuff using a payment network like Visa. So Visa is the intermediary between wherever it is that you want to buy stuff and your merchants, which is exciting. So the fact that Visa is actually getting involved in this space is also one step closer to crypto adoption. One small step for Visa, one large step for crypto adoption. Point 6 is that the risk of Bitcoin being banned is now a thing of the past, baby. There was this, I mean, forever, when Bitcoin was released in 2008, everybody said, oh, it's going to be banned. No government will accept it. We're going to ban it. Don't buy Bitcoin. In 2 years, we're going to ban it. The price went up. In 3 years, we're going to ban it. And this is so many years later. And in my opinion, it's not getting banned. OCC is allowing crypto banks to have crypto assets, to store crypto assets on behalf of their customers. Visa is getting involved. MasterCard is getting involved. We're way past banning Bitcoin, baby. We're definitely way past banning Bitcoin. And point 7 is that the early 90s internet race, it seems like that is here again. So in the early 90s, there were so many companies, so many .com companies that were just booming, from pets.com to the likes, and so many of them. So this is that era all over again, where everybody's trying to come up with the killer app that they're going to build on top of the blockchain platform. And it's an exciting time. So imagine being the Google, the Facebook of now, where you can find out what that killer app will be that you can build in this time where blockchain technology is slowly entering into the market. It's just a great time, in my opinion. So point 8 is Ethereum-based tokens are now valued at 33 billion. So if you see this, Ethereum tokens are now more valuable than Ethereum itself. So Ethereum is a cool, it's a cryptocurrency, and well, which you know, I'm sure, and it has a standard called ERC20, which allows you to create tokens from the Ethereum network. So the Ethereum network itself is a payment network, and also it has its own cryptocurrency called Ether. And the way the network is designed, it allows miners to be incentivized for mining Ethereum. So that it has all those players. It's a payment network, it has its own cryptocurrency, it has the miners, it has developers, it's its own ecosystem. But then from Ethereum itself, you can build other cryptocurrencies which don't have all those characteristics. They don't have their own payment network with their token or with their currency on top, and they don't have a pool of developers, but it's actually built on top of Ethereum, and hence we have ERC. Using a standard called ERC20. So you have ERC20 tokens that are built on top of Ethereum. So the total value of all those ERC20 tokens, it's even more than a market cap of Ethereum itself. Yeah, so the DeFi products used in decentralized finance are now collectively valued at 33 billion would be. So I don't know what it's going to be at the time you are watching this video. So surpass ETH market cap. Market cap is 33 billion. ETH market cap is 27 billion. Okay, I wasn't trying to go to Twitter, but yeah. Anyways, 9. Wall Street is getting bullish on crypto. So yeah, I think that explains itself. So look at this. Grayscale, which is an investment company, and now they are buying Ether. Totaling 110 million worth in accumulation. I read somewhere that they're actually buying up to, here we go. Grayscale's purchases are equal to 4% of Ethereum's total market cap. So that is really exciting when you have a company like this that's investing in cryptocurrencies and they're buying Ether, they're buying Bitcoin. Just one close step to mass adoption. And then cryptocurrency trading in India jumps up during COVID-19 lockdown. So in India, a lot of cryptocurrency trading is going on. Because at the time we're recording this, global pandemic is still going on. There's a lot of uncertainty. Even in China, I was reading this article where there's this over the internet or social media was claiming that Chinese banks were holding on to customers' deposits. So there was a huge bank run. So with all the uncertainty, more and more people are looking and leaning into crypto, which is very, very exciting. And this is also just worth mentioning that Trump refuses to commit to accepting election results. Actually, I'm just joking. This is actually what I want to highlight. El Salvador village, a village in El Salvador adopts Bitcoin as its form of money. So this is really exciting that you have this little village in El Salvador and they are accepting Bitcoin. People using their cell phones, sending money to people. Exciting. I think this will be rest of the Western world eventually over time, where people will just be using Bitcoin for youth work programs, from cleaning the what can you buy with Bitcoin in El Zonte, excuse me. So I think El Zonte, yes, it's a small village in El Salvador. So you have youth work programs from cleaning the El Zonte River to fixing the water system damaged by recent storm. So you can use Bitcoin for that. Educational grants, transportation to school, universal cash transfers can be done. With so all borders remain closed and employment at an all-time high. The COVID-19 pandemic pushes the initiative to create direct Bitcoin transfers to families most in need. Transfers of $35 per family are made to 600 families every 3 weeks, which covers 50% of basic needs per household. So this is really exciting. Look at this, Bitcoin in El Zonte. Well, this might be the rest of the world soon. Here, small coffee shop, and the guy is using Bitcoin to pay. Exciting. Well, so exciting times we're living in. Bitcoin, that was once this cryptocurrency or this tool, like people would say, used by drug dealers, used by arsonists, and used by all sorts of unsavory folk. And now it's gaining mass adoption from the OCC, the Office of the Control of the Currency, saying it's okay for banks to hold cryptocurrency deposits on behalf of their customers, to Visa getting involved, to MasterCard getting involved, to a whole city or town using Bitcoin as its medium of exchange. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's really exciting. Yeah, it's just a great time. So those are the highlights for crypto for this year. And I guess maybe we'll have another review later on in the year and see where we are in this space. But until next time, my wish for you is that you learn more about cryptocurrencies, because crypto is changing and will change the world. And those who get involved early in learning about distributed ledger and blockchain technology, in my personal opinion, will greatly impact the future. And if that is you, then let's go change the world.